Hey, what the fuck is going on, y'all? It is KreyzMcKormik up in this motherfucking bitch. And already, like, this is the first time I think that this has ever happened where I ended up actually getting a super chat for $2 from Party Masters. Here's some money just because we love that intro song. Thank you. I appreciate that shit. I really do. I do actually appreciate that. But, that's actually a first for this show. Having somebody giving me their filthy Juggalo money prior to me actually talking. But nevertheless, I do appreciate that nevertheless. So do exactly what Party Masters just did, as well as KJ Riddle dropping a 199. Oh my god. Y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers already getting up with this. I dig it. I really dig it. So, okay, so obviously you ended up seeing what's going on with shit with when it concerns the topics. There we go. There's that sound that I enjoy so thoroughly. And there's my little Sableye. I should probably move him somewhere at some given point because now he's getting in the way of that little donation bar. But so we're gonna be talking. So today's episode, we're basically gonna be talking about a couple of updates. Some of the things that have recently been added onto the bullshit with like the cast and people that are gonna be up for the gathering of the Juggalos, and really haven't been putting a whole lot of effort into trying to pay attention to a lot of shit this week. But I will tell you something when it concerns me, myself, and I. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay, so let's start off with this. Okay, first things first is okay. So first things first. I think I came about a bucket's worth with this most recent episode of Game of Thrones. If you don't know about Game of Thrones, you are missing some shit. So, but by the time that the show actually ends, you will still not have been caught up. So if you're one of the few at this given point in time that has not watched this shit, I don't know what to say. I don't know what you're doing with your life. I really don't. Like this episode, oh my fucking god. Like this is the culmination of the entire series as of this given point in time. And Captain Flannel hit the nail right on the fucking head. Arya is god. First we see some side boob, and then on top of that we see her in her full-fledged badassery. All I'm basically going to say when it concerns how well she did that shit, no, fuck you in trying to say spoilers. I drank what? No, that's not a spoiler. That's not necessarily a spoiler. That's an enticement. You definitely want you definitely want to watch all of Game of Thrones just so you can get to that side boob. That's all I'm saying. So there's that, and then on top of that, the absolute goddessness that is Arya in episode 3 for that shit. Now following that, the other day I was driving around doing Uber and shit like that because Amazon Flex got all sorts of fucked up, so I wasn't able to get any shifts on that, which kind of fucking pisses me off, but whatever, it is what it is. This is why I have like 9 fucking jobs in the gig economy. Like Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, DoorDash, Postmates, fucking, Shipped, Instacart, Amazon Flex, Joyrun. Every single one of these type of jobs I do and do well. Just due to the fact that, if something goes down on one of them, then I always have like 8 other ones for backup until shit gets straight with those companies and things of that nature. This is why I do as many jobs as I do. So I wasn't able to do anything with Amazon Flex, so I just did Uber, and I ended up picking up somebody who wanted me to take him to the mall. Now, attached to the mall is a movie theater, and that's where they wanted me to drop him off. Why? Because they wanted to go see Endgame. Yes, they wanted to go see Endgame. I was like, okay, well, that seems to be a weird time to go and see Endgame, where you're, like meeting up with your boys and stuff like that. But the theater's not going to be, all that packed. He's like, that's kind of the point, because it's not going to be very many people that are there. And so I was like, okay, cool, great, it is what it is. He's like, not to mention, with the time that we're going, the 4 o'clock show, at the 4 o'clock show, it's only $6. What? $6? And that's it? Just for that shit? Holy crap. So, I'm thinking to myself, I think I know what I'm going to do after I drop your motherfucking ass off. Party Masters with that $17. And I wish I actually had something for that 17. Like, I'm apparently not as cool as CPN, but, I accept that. Dedicated to the butterfly, beat our donation fam. We'll see you at the gathering. You're goddamn right, you will see me at the gathering. And there's probably going to be some other people that you will be surprised to see at the fucking gathering. I guess that's the best that I could say at this juncture. But there will be surprises, nevertheless. So because of that, $6, and it's like I'm looking at my imaginary watch, and then I look at my actual watch, then I turn on my actual watch, and then I ended up saying, well, let's see, 3 minutes until showtime. I bet if I drop this guy off, park my car, buy my ticket, go get popcorn and a pop, and walk into the theater, I will be in just in time to see the last possible trailer for whatever that they're playing. And I walked in and I missed the last trailer. So at least I was a little bit disappointed about that. But I did go watch Endgame. And everything that everybody on the internet has been saying about this fucking movie is spot on. Except for people who are hating on this movie, because those people are losers. And this movie is a good culmination. For what it is, for what Endgame is, I'm satisfied. That's dope as like that shit. Fucking oh my god. So yes, I am part of the $1 billion for the opening first week that is going up in there, and I seriously I think we should be given credits for this, for on the real, for real credits. Okay, something's happening to my internet, and I don't know why. So, with that being said, there's that. Now, of course, there's also more added to the bullshit. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Okay, there we go. Cool. For a second there, I lost. Man, this shit's fluctuating like crazy. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I don't know why, but my fucking I'm dropping frames left and right, so it's kind of weird. But nevertheless, though, try to see what we're going to continue with. And by the way, I might as well add in the fact that super chat from Party Masters just made it so Party Masters now the new stream boss. So there you go. Knock that motherfucker down now. So continuing along with all of this shit, what did I end up seeing yesterday and today? I end up seeing fucking people with their reactions to the new Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. Now, the fucking poster for Sonic the Hedgehog ended up leaking a while ago, and people were crying. People were absolutely fucking sad about this type of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it's Sonic the Hedgehog, dude. It's a lot. It's all like It's already better than that fanfic shit that let's see, there was like a fan fiction movie that was made of Mega Man, and the same company ended up trying to make like a movie based off of Sonic the Hedgehog, and it was only like 15 minutes long. This is better than that. Even that poster was better than that. And because of that shit, fuck you people. We're watching it together. So, with that being said, we're watching this shit, fam. Let's see if this pops up. Okay, so I'm sure you can hear it. Okay, so I don't know why it's not popping up on here. Damn it. I'm probably going to have to... Yep. Okay, so give me a split second here. Oh my god. That is absolutely huge. That's not what I wanted, though. Let's see. Yep, this is what I wanted. So, yeah, you're probably not going to see it again. It's probably going to be the same issue. But at least you'll be able to hear it. So, I guess, you know, there is that at least. Can we at least fucking play it of some sort? Like, is there any possible way that I'd be able to show this off? Oh, well, let's find out. Trailer starts now. 760 miles per hour. And the guy from fucking what was that movie where like the cartoon character ends up fucking like the cartoon princess character ends up coming into the real world, and her evil stepmother is fucking Susan Sarandon. Like the guy who played the prince in that one, and the asshole who decides that he wants to be the Easter Bunny in Hat. He ends up being the cop who first ever sees. Oh, you have to use game capture with VLC? Okay, so that's the problem. I was using window capture. So, alright, let's see if that does anything different. Alright, so let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that was the problem I was having. So, okay, let's move that down here. Stretch that out. There we go. Now you see this motherfucker. Thank you, CPN. Hate very much clown hatred to you, my man. All right, so I gotta make that smaller, make that bigger, and we're all in the good. Okay, so from here on out, we're doing it that way, cause yeah, fuck it. Yep. Okay, whatever. Done and done. So okay, let's get back to this. Yeah, let's get back to what everybody considers to be a dumpster fire. So all right, let's start at the very beginning. There you go. You see Sonic. We're watching this together, and I'm gonna piss everybody off. What was that? 760 miles an hour? An electronic blue quill. Haha! Look, it's like the fucking rings in the video game, because without those you wouldn't know it's Sonic the Hedgehog. But I like the idea that they go around the Paramount just like the stars do. I like that. It's very interesting that it does that type of shit. Paramount does that with a lot of their fucking movies. So, all right. Let's go ahead and continue. Sega. Also electrified Sega Genesis. The budget for like the payments that Paramount gave the licensing rights to Sega, I bet you that's the reason why we're getting a Sega Genesis Mini. They took all of that money, went into pre-production on getting a Sega Genesis Mini that's actually worth a fuck and not through AR Games. That makes me a happy panda. Okay, so apparently Sonic the Hedgehog, we finally have the answer. Sonic, like, I can't even go like 2 seconds without stopping this, just to let you guys know. Sonic the Hedgehog confirmed. Sonic the Hedgehog was the evil in Evil Dead 2, just based off of how he's traveling through the fucking woods. Watch this shit. Here, as a matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna turn on the volume and I'm gonna do the sound effects for you. It just it fits so fucking well. It fits so fucking well. Now, if I get a copyright claim, whatever, because like I'm already getting yellow dollared for the intro because that goes to another YouTuber, and so I'm relying solely on audience participation with this shit. So, anyways, continuing along, we're gonna see this. This is where the problem ends up going because I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Tell me if you can hear that or not. Look, we got to go fast. And just look, the amazing atheist ended up saying right around that spot, he is looking deep into your soul and he is trying to eat it at this given point in time. See, look at those eyes. Those are like Sean Penn eyes. Like, those are the eyes of a fucking killer. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that nose. Like, that's kind of screwed. Like, they actually gave Sonic nostrils, and his nose is not jutted too far out either. Yeah, I know that it's the Coolio song. That's why I'm stopping it at that given point in time. Um, and also, like, this was another thing that a lot of people really complained about was the fact that his eyes don't connect. Like, all of this right here should be intertwined amongst each other. That's how you're supposed to know that he's like some sort of a fucking alien anthropomorphic beast or something like that. And on top of that, this is all white and it's not supposed to be furry. Like, it's actually supposed to be skin. But look at that. They gave him a lip. They gave him a lip. They gave him lips. Why? So he can speak, dumbass. That's why. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue this this cry fest that everybody seems to be having. All right. And then boom, he breaks the sound barrier and he kills a bunch of old people chilling in hospitals. Like, like Jennifer Grey was no, not Jennifer Grey, but like fucking yeah, Grey's Anatomy, what's her face? Like, she was in the middle of trying to pull a bomb out of somebody. It exploded because she couldn't see at the split second that she needed to in order to help the motherfucker survive. Like, that's what happened. Like, Sonic caused that power outage. Alright, so if somebody died, just like I said last week about a non-Juggalette, this is all his fault. Okay, let's see what this old man is going to say. Blah blah blah. I'm old. You listen to me because I'm old. Okay, so what the hell? Okay, so we've got a Freightliner coming in, which, by the way, was probably set up from here because we do have a spot in Grand Rapids that does make Freightliner. That I thought was interesting. Oh shit. Oh shit. Do you know what this means? This movie is going to get Jim Carreyed the fuck up. Like, this movie is getting Jim Carreyed the fuck up. What the hold on a second. You're not suggesting who I think you're suggesting. Hold on. This guy, I see him in movies all the time. This guy's eyes also scare the shit out of me. Probably more than Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, this dude looks like he is guaranteed to eat your fucking soul. Like, this dude is creepier than fucking, the anthropomorphic fucking hedgehog. This is basically a Jim Carrey movie featuring Sonic the Hedgehog. You're not too far away, Shawnzy. You're not too far from it.
Are you in charge here?
Oh, God.
I'm wrong. charge.
Allow me to clarify. In a sequentially ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify. Agent Stone?
The doctor thinks you're basic.
So yeah, it's definitely Jim Carrey playing Jim Carrey pretending to be Dr. Eggman at this given point in time. It's like, is it just me, or is it like, it doesn't matter if he's a good guy or a bad guy, he has to have Jim Carreyisms no matter what? Like, is it like the only time that he is not being Jim Carrey is when he was like in the number 23? Like, or something to that effect. Like, he was, like, as a kid watching him as the Riddler in Batman Forever, I thought it was funny because, like, Jim Carrey was still relatively new to me. You know, that was like his third major movie. Ace Ventura, like, yeah, and I'm not counting Rubberface because I've never seen Rubberface, but but Ace Ventura, The Mask, and then the third movie being, with him in it, ends up being fucking Batman Forever as Edward Nygma. This is basically Edward Nygma and the Cable Guy all over again. Now, just wait, Twisted Shady. Jim Carrey's gonna look probably better towards the end of this trailer. So.
Listen, pal. I don't know if you realize.
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name?
Benny. Nobody cares.
What the fuck? So, okay, it's coming out in November, just so everybody knows. And it's blue, so, you know it's Sonic the Hedgehog.
SFPD.
Meow?
Like, that spot, I actually had to laugh at that shit. Because whoever's playing as the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog is definitely doing Sonic the Hedgehog-y things. Like, Sonic the Hedgehog is, like, that level of fucking charisma, I guess I could say. That is the type of attitude that Sonic the Hedgehog has. Although the downside to this so far that I have seen is anytime that we've seen Sonic the Hedgehog, we know he runs fast, but I have yet to see him with a goddamn chili dog. Like, this is the only argument that I'm having here, is that it's not, like, it can't be an exclusive Sonic the Hedgehog movie if he's not eating a fucking chili dog. What I'm thinking, honestly, that actually is a good question, Ninja with a Pencil. Why isn't Dr. Robotnik in this fat? Maybe this is like, what I'm thinking is maybe this is like a prequel to the video games, introducing Sonic the Hedgehog and introducing Dr. Robotnik. Maybe it's that Dr. Robotnik got that fat due to the high level of stress that he obtained trying to capture Sonic the Hedgehog or trying to take over the world or whatever the fuck, So, like, even as strong a mind as Dr. Robotnik is, who claims to have like a 300 level IQ and probably a fake fucking PhD in robotics, you can still stress Dr. Robotnik is from Mobius and not from Earth. Right. Well, he should just take over Mobius or something to that effect. Maybe that's something that we don't see in this. Although the only thing that I'm seeing is Jim Carrey pretending to be Dr. Claw, pretending to be Dr. Robotnik at this given point in time. Doesn't he look like didn't Jim Carrey look? Hold on. I'll wait. I'll bring this up again the next time we see Jim Carrey. So, okay, hold on. We're about to cue the reaction from the internet about this fucking trailer. That was the reaction. He almost shot him in the dick.
Okay, pal, I want answers. Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet.
I like this. Okay, this I thought was badass. Just one shot. He didn't have to hit him 8 times. See, like, yeah, doesn't he look like he's dressed up like Dr. Claw playing Dr. Robotnik? That's what it looks like. Jim Carrey looks like he's playing Dr. Claw from the Inspector Gadget movie. That's probably where they got the same fucking mustache, too. They might not.
Our job is to secure it, neutralize it, see what makes it tick.
Yeah, that's a Jim Carrey thing right there. From the producer of the Fast and the Furious. Wait, when did this happen in the video games? Like where he doesn't even bother to use, like, he didn't even bother to do this, and like Sonic ended up creating a sling ring. Like they basically took the fucking sling ring and incorporated it. Not to mention, like, they were like, take a look at the outside of the ring. They were falling off of a building, and now the sling ring, like the Sonic the Hedgehog sling ring, super ring, is warping them to a farm area, and you can see the front of the house. So they're gonna fucking fall backwards, and both of them are gonna break their necks. Has a Genesis. Haha. Hold on.
Look at this. I took 9 million steps today.
Okay, so he's able to increase his metabolism to a point where he can stop time for himself. That's why all the rockets stopped. But apparently, a tranquilizer dart in the leg is his fucking kryptonite. That was one thing that I do have to see, but at the same time, it's like, this is a movie that's for fucking kids, you know? So I'll take it with a grain of salt. Like, I can't make things a little bit too serious for it. I mean, it's not like it's Star Wars or something. That I thought was cool. That was funny, though. I don't care. Like, that was funny. Okay.
How much longer? I can't breathe in here.
Oh, God.
Do you have your child in that bag?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine.
It's not your child.
It smells like body spray in an old ham sandwich.
I don't care. That was funny. See, look at this. Okay, so this to me creates another theory, is that Dr. Robotnik is really Wario. Thank you, Juanito Ackerman. That's the correct answer to Shanzi's question. Still wondering what the fuck Gangsta Paradise has to do with Sonic? Yes, for one, Juanito is correct. It's 90s nostalgia cash-in because both of them came out in the 90s. Okay, the second thing is that Captain Flannel, once again, is correct because Sonic is fucking gangsta. Now, I'd like to know how in the hell did I'd like to know how in the hell did Dr. Robotnik find himself in the Mushroom Kingdom? Like, take a look at the background of that. Those are giant mushrooms. How did Robotnik get to the Mushroom Kingdom? See, and then, like, he brings down the sunglasses. That's the Dr. Robotnik everybody wants to see, but fatter. Bald, bushy, bushy fucking mustache. Like, he'd lost all of his hair and gained weight due to high levels of stress. Like, if you don't understand how the fucking body works, I don't know what to tell you. You know, like, that's the reason why. Yes, and DC Fago guy is also correct. Coolio is Juggalo with one G. He is Juggalo cool. And he clearly heard Sonic whoop. So this is definitely a fucking Juggalo movie. Like, this could be the Danny Kaye of fucking video game movies. Do you understand this? I mean, and this also creates a perfect commercial tie-in. Somebody actually ended up theorizing that this movie, as well as fucking Detective Pikachu, are the beginning of the fucking Super Smash Brothers crossover. Like, they're gonna make a Super Smash Brothers like MCU type of thing, where it's just gonna be all of the characters from Super Smash Brothers, and then at the end it's just gonna be one giant clash. But there you go. That still shot right there of Jim Carrey. That is the Dr. Robotnik that everybody wants to fucking see. Now, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go watch this. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all can scream and fucking cry about how bad Sonic the Hedgehog as the character looks. I don't care. Like, believe me when I say that this isn't like House of the Dead. You know, this isn't going to be that bad of a movie. It's not going to be as bad as Street Fighter. It's not going to be as bad as fucking Mortal Kombat Annihilation. It's not going to be as bad as Super Mario Brothers. And I honestly have to say that I do like the Super Mario Brothers movie for what it is. You know, I'm not taking any of this too literal. Like, there are people who actually tried to say, this is what Sonic the Hedgehog should look like, and they basically just took the, you know, like, they basically took the fucking, alright, you know what, I'm done with this at this given point in time. I'm just gonna come back to this scene. No, what the hell? Forgot to mute that. Like, it's getting, like, it's at a point where I'm like, you know what, I don't care about the fact that, you know, that's what Sonic the Hedgehog looks like. There are people who actually just basically decided that they were going to, will it be as bad as the He-Man movie? I actually like the He-Man movie. You know, where they take a situation where you have an established type of thing and they reimagine it in a certain way, like, it does stand for its test of time. Having Masters of the Universe differentiate from the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon, using the same characters and elements and stuff like that. Like, I don't hear you people bitching about how bad the Running Man is because it wasn't canon to the fucking book. You know, like, y'all act like Richard Bachman was sordidly pissed off basically because, you know, it was heavily loosely based off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear people screaming and crying about how bad the Running Man is, and don't you start now because I know you're a goddamn liar if you say it is. Movie's been out for over, you know, for almost 30 years. You know, so my thing about that is, you know, to each its own. But there are video game movies that are out there that everybody knows is absolutely fucking horrible. One of the last Sega based video games was absolute crap. You know? And then there are some video game movies that aren't particularly following the canon of the fucking video games, but are actually pretty good. Like Lara Croft Tomb Raider or Resident Evil. Those movies did not follow the video games down to the most minute detail, and those have actually been rather successful. So, as far as I'm concerned, anybody that really wants to say too much negative shit about the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer can eat a dick. I actually thought that this looked good for what it is, and so I'm probably, you know, I know for a fact I'm gonna go and watch that when it comes out in November. Whether or not I'm willing to take my kids with me, I don't know. I probably will. My son, Connor, is a bigger Sonic the Hedgehog fan than I ever was. So I'm definitely taking him to go see that movie. Now, you know, that leaves 5 other kids that I'm able to take to the fucking movie. 4, I should say. I'm not going to take my 3-year-old to a fucking movie. That's insane. But I'll definitely be taking Connor with me. No, Spooky Tuesday. Fuck the Duck Hunt movie. I want to see the clay shooting movie. There you go. Juanito, they could never ruin Mega Man. Don't under any circumstances try to say some negative shit when it concerns Mega Man, son. Mega Man can't be ruined. As a matter of fact, that one company, I can't remember the name of the company, but somebody ended up making a fan film of the first Mega Man, and it actually looked pretty fucking good. Now, when it concerns Sonic the Hedgehog as a character itself, I'm okay with the way that he looks. Just because he doesn't look exactly like he does in fucking Sonic Adventure doesn't mean that it's going to be the ruining of the entire fucking movie. Like that to me makes no goddamn sense. Even though there are people who basically copy pasted a picture of Sonic from Sonic Adventure and then airbrushed him a little bit on paint to make him look a little bit more realistic. What the fuck? He's going to be put on Earth, and the whole movie is the government trying to get him. No story from the game whatsoever. How is that for ruined, Crazy? Fine, fuck it. It'll basically be Mega Man in Short Circuit. And I like Short Circuit. That's what it sounds like to me. So there's that. Duke Nukem, we really don't need a fucking video game movie for. We already got Doom. Crash Bandicoot would be dope and shit like that. And Party Masters, yes, I definitely would use a green screen if you donated it. Which, by the way, I will let you guys know. All that shit that was surrounding the pool table, gone. So there's that. Yeah. Hey, Laser Lips, your mama was a snowblower. Well, yeah, Party Masters, hit me up on Facebook, slide into my DMs, and I'll give you the address. So, oh, okay. Oh, shit. Never mind. Spooky Tuesday hooked me up with one. So, yeah, I won't need it. But if you've got a loose video game floating around, I'll be glad to take that. So, speaking of which, I didn't post this up, but give me a second. I ended up taking all of your filthy YouTube money. I ended up getting that like about a week ago, and I used all of your fucking gross, filthy YouTube Juggalo money, and I bought this Tengen Tetris. So shout out to all of y'all for donating the last couple of months. Y'all ended up hooking me up with the christening of the Tengen Tetris. I think this is actually the most expensive game in the Tengen series. So, boom. Well, Pool, you'll be stealing our sponsorships. All right. So nevertheless, though, so thank you to you guys, by the way, for hooking me up with the monetization, so that way I could supply my fucking horrible video game habit. So, with all of that out of the way, now that I've basically wasted 40 minutes of your lives of you hearing me talk about myself. So we're gonna go ahead and get into some other shit, which is actually a couple of updates from the last few days that when it concerns the gathering of the Juggalos. So let's see. One of the things that they ended up announcing is we've got shit going on with Cannibal's House, home of the underground. So on the website they said they have a full, complete list of all of the artists that they have performing at the at Cannibal's House. Now, according to this, it's going to be hosted by our psychopathic homie Jump Steady, as well as being hyped by Suicide. They share the stage with Jay Urja. Let's see, Extra Overdose, Schizo, and many more. And I also, so like as of right now, just those names that they posted up, I know who Suicide is. I know who Extra Overdose is, and I know who Schizo is. But there's a variety of people that are on this stage set that I really don't know. But you can always go to the Gathering of the Juggalos website, juggalogathering.com, and you'll be able to see the whole list of motherfuckers that are going to be on there. One of the other things that they've added recently, it looks like let's see, from the last time I ended up posting, one of the things that they recently added, like, was Ghost Main. So I don't know nothing about Ghost Main, but according to the website, it's basically a fusion of industrial metal and hip hop. And the picture of the guy actually looks pretty cool. Bloodied up hands and his wrists are bound together in duct tape. So that actually looks pretty dope. Just as a dope character in and of itself. Now, I've never listened to Ghost Main, but just based off of that shit, it looks pretty fucking dope. No worries, Wicked Underground. Underground Wicked Radio DJ Snickers. So, so nevertheless, though, that's actually pretty cool. The next one that they have on there is Max Sabbath, which we all know about Max Sabbath. The guy dressed up like Ronald McDonald doing fucking, guar and green jelly like stuff based off of McDonald's doing Black Sabbath covers. I saw this dude at DCG Con, and he was the shit. Spooky Tuesday. Hold on, wait for it. Oh! He is broken in half, son. That one time in 1998 when Mankind got thrown off the Hell in the Cell by The Undertaker and he went through the Spanish announce table. So Spooky Tuesday with that $10, and he says, I publicly apologize for taking forever, but green screen shipped today. Somebody give me a suggestion for the next box, which already includes sriracha sauce. Hell to the fuck yeah. You know my motherfucking ass loves sriracha. Now I need food to add on to the sriracha, but don't mail that to me. I'll just get a hot dog or something. Maybe next week what I'll do is I'll get a hot dog at Speedway and I'll just put sriracha up on that bitch. I have sriracha ketchup somewhere, and that shit's the dopeness. But thank you, Spooky Tuesday. I appreciate it. So other than Max Sabbath, y'all know about Max Sabbath. So the next one that they have on the website itself is Mad Child. So it says, the 20th annual gathering of the Juggalos proudly presents Mad Child. Battle Axe warriors stand up and razor axes high as the Juggalo hero Mad Child returns to rock the gathering of the Juggalos like only he can, although they should have put in parentheses if he decides to show, or if Canada will actually let him out of the fucking country. Forging a strategic and devastating alliance with the infamous Suburban Noise Records, this Canadian MC is here to invade and claim the gathering in the name of all Juggalos as he takes his rightful place amid the late-night freshness of the Shazam stage. Once again, if he decides to fucking show up. Like, after that shit, like, that happened with the march and shit, and DCG Con, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I actually would be surprised if he did actually show up. Okay, and then once again on the website, the next one is Shakewell. Once again, somebody that I do not know, but that's actually pretty dope, nevertheless. To give some artists that I don't know like, I'm willing to give artists that I don't know a good fucking chance. You know what I'm saying? Mad Child will not be there. He is well known for that. What up, Roxy? Yeah, no shit, Snickers. So, like, what it says is Shakewell. The 20th annual gathering of the Juggalos proudly welcomes Shakewell. In his first ever gathering of the Juggalos appearance, Shakewell will be bringing the straight-up insanity as only he can. Bizarre, crazy, and straight-up madness. From his dope videos to beats and lyrics that knock. Don't believe us? Get put in a leg lock, son. Get ready for an artist who is repping the Juggalo family and here to gather. Performing live in effect on the Shazam stage, Shakewell is here to bring the noise and kill it on the mic. Prepare yourself. Now, that's a lot of hype going towards motherfucking Shakewell, and I have no idea who the hell this motherfucker is. Although I did find it funny that it did say the words bizarre and madness. So is he like a combination? Well, he does actually kind of look like a combination of like bizarre and madness, our homie from Bedlam. And so So like maybe I'll be shocked by this. So the next one that they ended up popping up is City Morgue, Zillikami, and Sosmula. Join the riot and the absolute chaos of the rap metal infusion of New York City's MC City Morgue. Pure, unadulterated theme music for anarchy. These ninjas are down with the clown, blowing the fuck up all over the globe, and ready to unleash a full-on attack with their high-octane, high-energy. When I saw the word octane, for some reason it said cocaine in my head. Never compromised, insane performance on the Shazam stage. The gathering of the Juggalos gives a very warm welcome to their raw talent and truly original fucking crazy style. Who's headed to the morgue? Prepare your body bags, Juggalos. It's going down. See, like, if I'm not hearing it from somebody, to me, it just it shows it's like bland intro, throw rocks at this motherfucker. No, don't really. I mean, unless it's a chick named Tila and her last name rhymes. And so then they ended up having a video pop up. It's a 30-second spot that is obviously for JCW, and the very beginning of it says big things coming to Supermania, and then it starts playing Enter Sandman and shows a silhouette of a guy with a stick. If you don't know who this motherfucker is, you do not know wrestling. And obviously, it's fucking Sandman. Sandman coming to JCW, son. Hells to the fuck yeah. Like, I'm ready. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. If he is standing over me and has the beer above me, I'll fucking drink it for the Sandman. Fuck you motherfuckers in Jugganati for trying to convince me to drink and shit. This is how it's getting done. Shit. $5 with the from Spooky Tuesday saying, I'm taking bets on Pillow Hands showing up in AZ. It's 10-1. He won't show. Get your bets in by donating to Kreyz. Winning bet gets CPN's phone. Goddamn, son. Oh, fuck. So, okay, at this point in time, like, Spooky Tuesday's got $5 down on Pillow Hands not even bothering to show up in Arizona. Which I could see that. Like, he might pull a Mad Child. But, so, obviously, with this advertisement, this plug, Sandman is coming to JCW for Supermania. That's fucking dope. And also one of the most recent ads to the list of motherfuckers, this time on the Super Stage, is Bone Thugs and Harmony. Bone Thugs and Harmony will be playing at the 20th annual gathering of the Juggalos. Known far and wide as some of the fastest and most melodic MCs on the planet with that thuggish, ruggish bone style, always bringing the freshness. Look into their eyes and be hypnotized as they join forces to take the Juggalo family on a journey to the crossroads and back. And if they and I've seen people actually say this, if they are not doing a set on the first of the month, then there's no point in having these motherfuckers even show up. We're having a Juggalo gathering, and it's going to roll over into August. They better fucking be performing on the 1st of August. Otherwise, really, what's the point? Like, it would be dope as fuck. Like, I believe that's on Saturday. Or if they actually have it set so that way they do the Super Stage, and then the closing song ends up being first of the month on Friday. So, like, if they do it on Friday, and then the last song of the night that they do ends up landing on midnight, and it turns into the first of the month, and then they sing first of the month, that would be the shit. But they would have to headline Friday night in order to get that done. which I'd have no problems with whatsoever, man. I can hear the crowd now pretending to know the words, summona, 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 Uncle Charles. Nah, summona, summona, summona. Right? No, I don't even bother, like, unless it's the hook. And then other than that, I'm just, like, bobbing my head and fucking getting into it and doing this thing with my finger for some reason. Like, that's how you know that I'm getting into it with fucking either Bone Thugs, Twista, or Tech 9. And some Eminem. Because, yeah, like, as many times as I've listened to Bone Thugs and Harmony, I cannot, under any circumstances, fucking keep up with these motherfuckers. And some of these people are saying that Busy is not going to be on the set either. And they've basically been saying it's not Bone Thugs unless Busy's there. Like, are you real? Like, are Juggalos that fucking spoiled? Like, that's a legitimate question I have here. Are Juggalos that fucking spoiled to a point where, like, they have to fucking say that kind of dumb fucking shit? Like, that's just weird to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just fucking weird. Nevertheless, though, I guess, you know, I guess it's not really that big of a fucking deal, nevertheless. But it's cool, though. It is cool, though, to see that Bone Thugs are going to be there. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing what else can be thrown up on this bitch. There are some other things. Oh, there we go. Party Masters has the King of the Super Chat at that point. So it finally decided to pop up. So, yay for that. So, okay, so with that being said, that actually is, as of right now, those, I believe, are the most current and up-to-date things when it concerns the gathering of the Juggalos. And one of the things that I will say following this, like I said, you know, I think Juggalos are a little bit fucking spoiled. You know, we are some pretty bratty motherfuckers. And and not just when it concerns the Facebook comments or YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever type of social media, the type of things that you see with that type of stuff. Like, you know, you can just read it and just see how easily butthurt and fucking crybaby-ish and how much of a fail, you know, how much of a fail it's going to be when it concerns some of the shit within the Juggalo community. You know, and I'll tell you why this is, because you know, I and a few others have been on here for at least 7 years. I've been on YouTube for about 10 years. And when I first got here, shit was popping. Shit was hardcore. There were a lot of people that were doing a lot of entertaining things. And we ended up bonding together because of that type of shit. But, unfortunately, the fuck? Something ended up falling, and I don't know what it... Oh, it was something up there. You know, like, one of the things, like, okay, a lot of people that are in here, you know, we watch each other. Captain Flannel doing a lot of taste testing and redneck shit, which is always fun to watch him shoot things and eat hot sauce in the process of it. You know, Shanzi, as well as everybody else in Carnival Spirits. You know, myself, Child's Play Ninja. Back in the day, Ninja with a Pencil used to do like speed draws and stuff like that, where he would show on camera him drawing something, and then when he put it in the fucking computer, he would render it to increase the speed so you could see it a lot better. It's kind of like the same thing with like doing face paint designs and stuff like that. There was one ninja who used to show you how to paint your face in certain styles and stuff like that. And now we have Roxy Riddlebox that does that type of shit. And you know, so I was actually looking through and trying to see if I could find someone who would show something interesting, because I wanted to see something from the last week that might have actually been interesting to watch that isn't from somebody that I'm already watching. So I did a Google search for the word Juggalo. I couldn't even find haters. Like, I couldn't even find people who were hating on Juggalos. at this point in time. Those motherfuckers have gone deeper underground than the Juggalos, which is kind of funny. But I did find one video, which I'm going to share with you, that actually did kind of make me laugh. And hold up a second. Let's see if we can get this. Hold up. Okay. So I found this video, and it actually kind of made me laugh a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the size of that. So we're going to watch this shitstorm. And like, this honestly is probably the most interesting video that I've most likely seen in the last, like, that was made in the last month from somebody that I'm already not watching. Before I do that, though, I do want to remember to turn off the capture cursor. Forgot to do that. So, okay, so watch this failure.
What's up, ninjas? Blazing Bat here. Now you
Okay, first off, like, bro, this is pretty fucking gay-ass face paint. And just the walk up, that reminds me of stuff that we used to do back in the old days. Like, some of us would actually do that, but this is a one-shot take. At least I edited my stuff back in the day.
know the Tempest is my boy, but he's got to learn a little lesson about cleaning up after himself.
I don't know who Tempest is, so this ought to be interesting.
Motherfucker be leaving shit everywhere. Check it out, I got a little bit of nasty.
Look at that shit, man. Like, he took a bunch of spaghetti and SpaghettiOs and stuff like that, put it in a bucket, and then he's, like, complaining about a motherfucker that doesn't clean up after himself, and he spills it on his floor.
Juice, yeah.
And he calls it nasty juice.
Shit out, you know? I got girls coming over, can't have this shit all over the place, and when he comes home,
Get fucked.
throwing my shit.
Clean up your... oh, damn. Yeah, that's up for something else. But oh my god. You dumb son of a bitch. Like, you were trying to pull a prank and gravity pranked you, son. Like, oh my god, what the hell kind of fucking fail is that? Oh, for the love of Christ. That was funny shit. That was funny shit. I can't... bro. Bro. Like, there's nothing else that I can say at that given point. Is just, wow. Like, you fucking dumbass. Spooky Tuesday. I've been waiting on somebody to drop a 20 just so that way you can see that shit. Ugandan kids that know English speaking English teaching other Ugandan kids how to say, I am not gay, but $20 is $20. The Spooky Tuesday with that $20 says, back on top, who has subbed to Chad and Flannel, who has subbed to the Kyle Power Hour. You know you need to be watching The Greatest Show, and who needs to rid themselves of C. Reeves. And now Spooky Tuesday is king of the super chat with that 35 total. He has dropped $35 total. So what are you going to do about that, Party Masters? Now, when it concerns that guy, like, holy fucking shit, I cannot believe that dude, like, murked himself on that shit. Like, what the shit? How did that go down like that? So, oh my god. Like, he complains about motherfucker, his homie, not cleaning up after himself. He spills the shit a little bit, doesn't even pay attention to it. You can hear the trickle. And as of right now, Spooky Tuesday is the fucking stream boss. Right, that's what I'm saying, dude. Why would you even put it up on the internet? Like, that's just grounds for somebody like myself or Child's Play Ninja to fucking make fun of your ass about over it. And I don't know, maybe that's the point. Like, you pranked yourself. Like, you were planning on making it so dude would open up the door and he'd get a bucket of SpaghettiOs dumped on his head, and then you'd make him clean it up for fucking doing it. Nope, you clean your own fucking door, bitch. And make sure that you grab some of those fucking magic erasers from Mr. Clean, because yeah, you're gonna need a couple of those. You're gonna need a couple of those motherfuckers in order to clean that door. That door was pearly white, and now it's pearly white with a hint of fucking cheese sauce. But I don't know. Maybe he thought, okay, maybe this will basically be able to be on Tosh.0 or Ridiculousness or something like that. We already know a Juggalo who tried to submit his videos to Ridiculousness as well as Tosh.0, and it didn't fucking work out. And not, and now he's like, doing whatever. And yeah, like, that's the thing though. Like, I don't care if it's real or if it's fake. I mean, it looks real. It could be fake, but it looked real as hell. That I agree with Shanzi. Like, that reaction seemed very genuine, and that he was crying about fucking doing that shit. Like, he pulled a prank on himself. So now get fucked on that one. And since we're on the subject of people pranking themselves and crying about it, we got to talk about. Hold on, wait for it. We actually got to talk about this guy. If you don't know who this is Marcus, and he's from the Juggalo News Network. Now, I personally have absolutely no problem with Marcus or anything of that nature, but some happenings ended up going down in the Jugganati Facebook group, where I guess as a clowning, our boy Acetone decided that he was going to mute motherfuckers at random for 24 hours, and this dude ended up being the person who got hit. And so I guess when he came back, he bitched about it, and that caused him to get muted again. And then he went on YouTube and he made this fucking video. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this one. I don't know. Should I just call this segment like "What the fuck is wrong with you"?
Okay. So, hold on, I gotta take my glasses off of this because this is some shit. So apparently, it's the second time in a Facebook group called the Jugganati that my comments and posting ability has been turned off.
It's white CPN. Okay, caption this pic, smell my finger. That's actually a very interesting place to stop it. Now, like I said before, I don't hate on this dude. As a matter of fact, I would like to see him bring out some content and have his channel thrive like I would like to see with everybody else. But when I see this type of shit, when I see this type of shit, I gotta fucking do with this. Yeah, I'm trying to do the best that I can to increase the volume.
Look, I'm just gonna say this.
Okay.
You want to keep muting me and acting like a Juff and a fake ass motherfucker? That's on you.
So, Juff and fake ass motherfucker over some internet shit. Over the fact that you got shut off on the internet. Like, because you weren't able to comment in a group. And so you're going to go off like this and basically fucking cry about it on YouTube. Like, you're asking for more at this given point in time, brother. Like, at this given point in time, you're just like, you're feeding into it. So, just like, for real, like, you don't need to do that. I mean, I mean, we can tell you, we can tell right now that you are a theological scholar, just judging by this fucking this picture. But try to think this through, bro. The fact that um, the fact that you're trying to call a motherfucker a Juff just strictly on the fact that you were forewarned by this that acetone was going to do this at random, and boom shakalaka, it ends up being you, and now you're gonna fucking bitch about it. Like, no, stop. Like, that's the Juff shit right there.
You don't want me posting or commenting in your group? Boot me the fuck out of it.
We don't boot people out, dude. If you have such a fucking tangent about the fact that this is going down, you can just leave. It's not like you wrote a contract that you have to stay in the motherfucker for a year or 2 years or something to that effect. You can leave whenever you want. And if you don't want to fucking leave, then you have no reason to fucking cry about this. The state of disbelief on this motherfucker's face is just astonishing.
But don't sit there and fucking mute me and then continue to talk shit about me.
the real son in this motherfucker's face. I'm sorry, dog, but bro. Oh my god. Like, here's the thing about that, dude. Is like, you fucking came back, you bitched, and then they muted you again because you bitched because they knew that it affected you. You could have been like, oh man, you got me good, dog, and then move on with your fucking day. Like, don't you pay attention to some of the shit that goes on around, I don't know, here? Cause, bro, I'm telling you, like, that's the easiest fucking way to just have things continue to happen to you, and then at that point in time, it's all your goddamn fault because you're the one that's feeding into it. It was a joke. You can't take a fucking joke? Like, is it really that hard to take a fucking joke? Come on, bro. Brother, chill.
You a little bitch.
I did not mean to stop it at that point in time. I wanted it so he was all like, hold on, I'm gonna fucking move the scene to this one so it's full screen me, so he looks like, you little bitch. Like, growl. Grr, and shit. And, so like, so basically people are little bitches because you were the victim of a minor prank. Because you weren't able to type things on the internet in a group. So because of that, everybody in Jugganati is juffs and bitches and all this other stuff. Like, oh god. If it wasn't me going to the fucking chiropractor, I probably would have a headache about this by now.
If you're gonna mute me and continue to talk shit. Like, I've been a Juggalo for 28 fucking years.
Congratulations, sir. Okay. That means shit. And if we're going to play that fucking card, I've been a Juggalo for 24 years, and if it happened to me, I wouldn't give a shit, because it is the internet. We are full of fictional characters. I don't care if you were down for 28 years or 6 months. There are people in the Juggalo community who have been down for less than that, and they get it. I don't give a fuck how long you've been down with the clown. I don't give a fuck how long you've been listening to Insane Clown Posse. That doesn't matter. If you have been down for 28 years, you know what that means? That's 4 extra years that you have over me that you could have possibly been able to invest in the term don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody want to call me a liar on that? Don't care.
Well, sir, so you don't care about the fact that people could ask you for verification as to how long you were down with the clown, but you are going to cry about the fact that somebody muted you in a Facebook group. Grow up. Grow the fuck up.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Say it to my face, though, and you get knocked the fuck out.
What? Fuck you, or I don't believe you've been down for 28 years. And if that's the case, why so violent? Why do you have to be so fucking angry about that type of shit? Like, dude, you're seriously fucking being too goddamn angry about this shit. You need counseling. Like, a quick trip to fucking Pine Rest would probably, hook you up real nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, motherfuckers in my chat right now are telling y'all how long they've been down, and I can guarantee you that 100% of my fucking group chat right now, in my current chat, don't care. Dragon emojis from everybody in the chat. If you got muted from from a Facebook group page, would you not give a shit? Let's continue.
Hell, even Child's Play Ninja had the fucking balls to comment and say, you ain't been down for no 28 years. Stop lying, fam.
Oh my god. The clown can't accept the clowning. Can you just catch a waft of that fucking irony there? Like, you can smell the irony in there. And by the way, the dragon emojis are kicking in, son. There are so many juggalos in here that don't give a shit at this given point in time. Even Spooky Tuesday is saying that this is bullshit. And nice plug on using Child's Play Ninja. Just like everybody else on the internet, using his good name to, or bad name, depending on how you look at things, to get fucking views. No, I disagree that Twisted Shady, like, it can't be Dustin because Dustin's not a neckbeard. Like, he doesn't have a fucking neckbeard. But anyways, you can just waft you can catch a whiff of that irony waft that this motherfucker is down with the clown and he can't accept the fact that he got clowned and is continuing to get clowned. If this motherfucker can't handle this type of shit in the Facebook group page, I could only dare say, how long do you think he would survive the Discord? Like, you got to understand something like this, bro. Like, we're just, it's a group of people. We're all just fucking around with each other. And that's most of what it is that we do. If you can't handle it, then you don't even belong, and you might as well just fucking leave. Figure out another way on how to utilize the Juggalo community in order to fucking get more leverage and more fucking viewership on your channel. What is a chicken lolly? All right, let's continue on with this.
Dude, you're a fat fucking dude.
Irony. In general. The pot calling the kettle black. The fat guy calling somebody else a fat motherfucker. Wow. Hold on. I'm all right. I think I'll be fine. Yes, CPN, he is fatter than you. And he's calling you fat. And he kidnapped fucking Blake's hair in the process. This is exhausting. This motherfucker is just fucking exhausting. He looks like one of those caramel strawberry candies. Don't eat it.
That sits in front of a fucking webcam.
Irony! 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 Ah! Oh! Could this motherfucker be both the pot and the kettle at the same time? This is CPN, you're a fat motherfucker who sits in front of a camera. And this is coming from a fat motherfucker telling you that you're a fat motherfucker in front of a camera. And he's in front of a camera. Why? Why did you upload this?
Day in and day fucking out.
Despite the fact that he has employment, sir. Oh my god. And this is coming from a guy who runs a channel called Juggalo News Network. And I'm assuming that this is going to be the same idea as, I don't know, say Rox TV. Look, just because CPN does a show twice a week, and when he's not doing those shows, he's either on the Kyle Driver Hour, or he's on fucking Tales from the Lotus podcast, or he's on some other fucking channel doing live streams with other people, you know, like the Bender Boys, or fucking, you know, The Greatest Show, or things of that nature. And on top of that, you got to understand something also. He is in the terms of YouTube, Child's Play Ninja is the most popular Juggalo in the YouTube Juggalo community. He's going to be around, for one. And for two, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he has a job. CPN, can you confirm if whether or not you have a job? I mean, you don't have to confirm that you're a virgin. We already know that. That was put on the internet, so that's facts. You know, like, he is a virgin. But he also has employment. I believe he is a data analyst. And he also wears a fucking protector vest. Oh, I'm sorry. Not a protector vest. It's one of those reflector vests. My bad. Okay, yes, CPN is employed. But yet you're a fat motherfucker who sits in front of his camera day in and day out. And this is coming from a fat motherfucker sitting in front of a camera. The irony. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't have the vest? Oh, shit. He no longer has the vest. He's no longer being the crossing guard for the local school in Arizona. All right, so let's see. Here we go. Let's continue with this embarrassment.
Making videos that piss people off. You act as if your fucking opinion is relevant.
It is! Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, maybe it's not relevant to you, but you know what? Just for the sake of argument, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go on YouTube. I'm going to do a search for Child's Play Ninja. Okay, yep, and we wait for the search query to pop up. There's that. And 3.2k views on his last show that he streamed on Saturday. He has Over 3,000 views. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as I'm concerned, that seems rather fucking relevant. He has about a quarter of his fan base watching his live streams. I'd say that's rather fucking relevant. And where this is coming from, it honestly sounds like this is petty shit coming out of your mouth. Grow up, son.
You really don't know shit, dog.
This is a motherfucker, and I know this because I've known CPN for a good amount of time. This motherfucker does his research before he does anything. If he ain't 100% about the fucking shit that he's talking about, he ain't gonna cover it. But nevertheless, like, look at what you're doing with Juggalo News Network, and this is where I got this video from. And you're on it, not giving any news. The only thing that you're doing is you're on this video fucking crying about being muted and crying about CPN because he fucking clowned on you, dog. Shit. No shit. CPN's got a good point. ICP gave me a shout out and Mono cried about my channel. Relevance confirmed. I can also attest to that because right after they shouted out CPN, they shouted out me. My name was second in that list. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd say I'm rather relevant myself. Where was the shout out for JNN? Oh wait, yeah, you didn't have a channel at this given point in time. And you've been down for 28 years. Alright, let's continue seeing how the kettle's black.
I could go back to some of your videos where you're talking about fuck Young Wicked and blah blah blah. Dude.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say this. And this is the only thing I'm going to say on that situation. Samantha Bruce was 18 at the time when Young Wicked was messing around with her.
True.
Therefore, it was none of Violent J's or Jump Steady's business. I don't give a fuck if that's her uncle and her dad.
Okay, well, let's see if you have if you have a niece that's 18 years old or something like that, and Young Wicked fucks her, and by the way, let's also keep in mind that no, actually, let's say that a married guy fucks your 18-year-old niece, and he's been walking around and seeing her as she grew up since she was like 8 and shit, and has very protective family. Just because you don't see it like that doesn't mean that that's not the case. Not to mention CPN, like there are things that Child's Play Ninja and I will disagree on from time to time. His opinion is basically the exact same as what you're fucking saying at this given point in time. Like at this given point in time, you're saying that it didn't matter. She was 18, blah 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 blah. Now, I, on the other hand, I looked at it from kind of like a standpoint where dude has been watching girl fucking grow up, just like the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? So, on top of that, Young Wicked was married at the time. And it wasn't the fact that those two fucked. It was the fact that Young Wicked, with Jump Steady knowing how Young Wicked is on the road, he didn't want his daughter to be basically used as a side piece. You know, he wants his daughter to have a actual relationship with somebody and not be used as a side piece. And now on top of that, basically now, the Garcia family is now mixed in with the Encarnacion and the Bruce family. Because of the fact that Young Wicked used his boss's daughter and his other boss's niece as a side piece hoe. Now that's just my take on it, primarily. It isn't the fact that he grew up watching her as a little girl and then decided to fuck around with her behind his wife's back or anything like that. It was the fact that he was using her as a side piece. Yeah, don't bring my daughter into your adultery, fam, is what I'm thinking. That's exactly right, NJ. And that seems to be the biggest problem out of everybody's concerns. Like, if dude over here does not see it in the same fashion, well, I mean, that's on him, but to me, it sounds rather fucking retarded. And obviously, he doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself, not even any member of his family.
None of their fucking business. Unless the motherfucker was beating the shit out of her, it's none of their business. Who she's fucking is none of their business.
What I'd like to know, though, is why the fuck is he bringing this up? Didn't this happen like 2.5 years ago?
She's an adult, it's none of their business.
Okay.
You want to take ICP's side on that and be a dick rider? Go ahead. Look, I love ICP's music. I've been a Juggalo for a long-ass motherfucking time.
Right, yeah, 28 years. 28 years, you mentioned that.
When the Duke is wrong about some shit, I'm going to say he's fucking wrong about what he's wrong about.
And so will I, and so will CPN, and so will a plethora of other people, even though a vast majority of us are pro, ICP at this point. Spooky Tuesday with that $2 saying, isn't Otis's carrier a side to the side piece? Isn't Otis's carrier a side to the side piece? Could be. I don't know, man. To be totally honest, like ever since that incident happened where he ended up jumping ship over to M&E, I have not paid attention to Otis at all. So she didn't get a hotel with CPN. That's the problem, fam. No, but I'm pretty sure that there might be some other situations that I won't fucking mention. I'm pretty certain. She's super fantastic and stunning. All the more reason why not to bet her. Why muddy her life with your drama? Young Wicked is too horny. Yeah, and the motherfucker looks like fucking Dylan from 90210 with that funky ass haircut he's got, but whatever.
I'm not gonna have his fucking back when he's wrong.
I think at this point in time, he ended up forgetting where he was going with all of this, and it's just now coming back to light. But maybe I still need to finish this sentence. I don't know. Like, shut up about it already. Like, that happened 2.5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you bringing this up again? Like, has this been sitting in your mind for the last 2.5 years? Young Wicked, fucking Samantha. I just gotta wait for the opportune moment to bash Child's Play Ninja with this so that way I can get some fucking views on my YouTube channel, even though I only have 11 subscribers. You're not a non-juggalette. Hashtag 28 years, fam. How is it not his business? Right. It in a way it is. Because that's family. Not to mention, what does Spanish side say? What does Spanish side say? And this is the reason why. I mean, I talked to fucking Fuego and Trey Flows about this, and I was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that La Familia es todo for real shit? Yes, it is. See, it is. Family is everything to Puerto Ricans, Spanish, Mexicans, Cubans. Like, La Familia es todo, you dumb motherfucker.
But either way, back to the topic at hand.
See, I was right. He totally got sidetracked and he was trying to think about where to go with this.
Jugganati keeps muting me.
Oh, yeah, because, if it's one of us, then it's all of us. We're all to blame for him being silenced.
Makes me wonder if that entire group is real Juggalos or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. I mean, we're clowns. We clown on each other. You pussy. You weak-willed little pussy. You know what's funny about this is he's making such a big stink about all of this. And the God's to honest truth is, if this motherfucker actually knew what myself CPN, the Boy Blue, White Boy, Turbo Girl, and everybody else that was big in the scene back in the day on YouTube went through with the Bill Wagner crew, this motherfucker would shit his goddamn pants. Shit him. He would shit his goddamn pants. Dune streak right up to his spine.
Makes me wonder if it's just a bunch of fucking trolls that get together to piss people off.
You're right with both of them, but the thing about it is that we just clown on each other. That's all it is that we clown on each other. You know, we're juggalos. We fuck with each other. If we didn't fuck with you, then we wouldn't really care. Like, that's the fact of the matter. Take a look at the fucking chat right now. Take a look at the chat over here. Everybody is dogging on you, dog. And it's because it's funny. The very reason why I'm currently dogging on you is because this shit is funny. You know what I'm saying? Of course you don't, because you're still crying.
And, you know, I know I've seen a lot of people commenting, oh, we're just clowning. If you can't handle it, fucking get the fuck out of here, pussy.
Yup, right.
No, dude. Okay.
Kill yourself. That's what it looks like, just like, kill yourself. And they're right. Leave. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Something I've never told a woman before.
There's a difference between clowning and trolling. Okay?
Very true. Very true.
Trolling is something you do on the internet.
Oh, so we're not allowed to clown on the internet? We can't joke with each other on the internet? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, Juggalo News Network has announced the internet is serious business. The internet is serious business. We're not allowed to be funny. We can't be funny on the internet. You know, we're supposed to be cordial and serious, and we got to pretend to be Barack Obama. And yeah, that's it. We can't be funny. This motherfucker says we're not allowed to be funny on the internet. We can't be funny. We can e-beg, which is what I'm good at, but we can't be funny. We're not allowed to be funny. This dude lords over the Juggalo rules, the 13 commandments, and he follows every single one of them step by step. And one of them actually says we are not allowed to be funny on the internet. We can't be funny on the internet. The internet is serious business. Personally, I think that's a bunch of bullshit, but whatever.
Clowning is something you do in person with your fucking homies.
I'm going to eat this 5-year-old. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't be funny on the internet. But that's the look on his face. When I finish this video, this guy is an individual in a French vanilla situation. Yes. Individual situation. Individual. This guy has the look on his face like right now like he's about to eat his 5-year-old. He is hungry. And his child is turning into a pizza. This dude is crying like King Crimson did when Chuck Reeves made fun of him. Basically, like everything that he is saying at this given point in time is social justice warrior style bullshit. Like for real, dude, like this guy has just shown that the SJW community has infiltrated the Juggalo community. And as far as me and a lot of other Jugganati are concerned, we ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's not... Trolling and clowning are not the same thing.
Yeah, I know. Come on, Gord. Yeah, you're right. Clowning and trolling are not the same thing. But what we were doing is we were clowning on you, dog. That's all it was just some simple ass clowning. So we didn't expect you to fucking go on the internet and cry about this shit. Be on the real, bro. Like, why are you so fucking cringy at this given point just because of this shit? Spooky Tuesday. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, it's yeah, Chad and Captain Flannel Saucy Time. I can't take this guy serious. Pink hair, crying, etc. SJW confirmed. Yeah, dude, you serious? Oh yeah, and don't forget the neck beard. You can't forget about the neck beard. See, look over there. He has a fucking neck beard, the pink and yellow hair, the Green Bay Packers shirt, and he's crying about being teased on the internet. Grow a fucking ball sack, dude.
Trolling is purposely trying to piss people off. When you're clowning, the person you're clowning knows you're clowning.
Now, here's the thing about that, though. Trolling, and you forgot this part, when it concerns an internet troll, the internet troll is completely and utterly random. You don't know who they are, that you don't have any connection. And I'm about to do the lesbian scissor trick. They have no connection. Nanu, no connection whatsoever with you. You don't know who they are, and they are trying to say shit purposefully to piss you off. You entered into a group of people that you know in the Juggalo community. People such as myself, people such as Child's Play Ninja, people such as Acetone, a lot of the other members of the Juggalo online community. I believe Flip Flop's even in there. Captain Zane was in there at one point in time. You know, a lot of people from the 215 Ninjas, and a lot of respected Juggalos in the Juggalo community who are known just for existing. You know who these people are. Seeing that Acetone is in the Jugganati group page, you should have known. And if you don't like Acetone, then yeah, you should have just turned your ass around and left. Otherwise, you're going to roll with the punches. The realism is though that just because it's on the internet doesn't mean that it's online trolling. Online trolling actually has to do with the fact that people are anonymous on the internet. That's why this is clowning. Exactly, Yo-Yo Mama. You've got to have a thick skin on the internet. All you're doing right now is just adding more fuel to the fire. Obviously, because now I'm making fun of you. You dumb shit. And you should have known about my history being up on here because I roast motherfuckers too. When juggalos are on dumb shit, I roast them. When haters are on their hater shit, I roast them. And this is your roast, son. Now, do be so kind as to pull that fucking SJW stick out of your ass and relax a little bit. We are bullying.
It's made clear that you're clowning.
He thought about that. Once again, did you smoke weed? Did you inject the marijuanas before you made this video? Because you're really falling off track a lot and having this brain fart look on your face. It finally registered that he said what he didn't mean to say. He meant to say, you're clearly trolling. And which we're not. Yeah, we're clearly clowning, dog. And if that's actually what you meant to say, then this video is pointless. And it's just given everybody like a good fucking almost an hour of entertainment of me ripping you apart.
Anyway, my point is this.
He realized it, but he didn't want to admit it. But let's hear what your point is, even though we probably heard it like 4 minutes ago.
Don't fucking mute me again.
Oh, you're getting muted now.
You don't want me in there, remove me.
Leave.
Okay?
And?
Fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Well, gee, you probably shouldn't have injected that last marijuanas.
But You don't want me in there? Remove me.
Leave. You don't want to be clowned on? Leave. Simple as that. You don't like what's going on up in there? Leave. You know, because when we're clowning, I get silly, like something laced my Philly. Been known to pop a pilly and cop a check with Billy. You know, did you miss that song when Bang Pa Boom came out? Or are you one of those, I only accept the first deck kind of people? The last 4 Joker cards are not real. Complaining neckbeard first, Juffalo second. At this given point, yeah.
Don't be a bitch and mute me.
No, we're going to mute you now. Twice. We're going to mute you now for 48 hours.
Like, I don't see you muting the trolls.
That's because they're funny. And they're just clowning, dog. Now you're just going to get dogged on. You do see this is how it works. I'll tell you what, dude. All right. All this shit aside, how about this? Why don't I quarterly invite you over to the Discord, have you go into the chat, and listen to us fucking talk with each other? You will beg to be placed back into the Facebook group page.
I don't see you muting the other people talking shit.
Because it's also funny.
But the moment a fucking real-ass ninja stands up for himself and says, hey.
Hold on a second. Before you get into this, I'm going to actually try to piece this together. So, real-ass ninjas are serious on the internet. They don't make jokes. They don't fuck with each other. It's 100% seriousness. That is the key to the realism of a true down-ass juggalo. A motherfucker who's been picked on his entire life by people surrounding him and his peers, can't seem to get over the I don't give a fuck stage. And when people within the community are poking fun at you and stuff like that, you can't see the humor in that type of shit yourself. You can't take a look at your own flaws and see the problems that you have and understand why it's funny. Let me tell you something, motherfucker. I live in my mom's basement. Okay? You can see it. I live in my mom's basement. I have done live streams where my mom had shown up to give me Claritin because I had a sinus infection. I have my kids coming down here in their fucking skivvies just to say goodnight to me when I don't want 8-year-old boys fucking roaming around my mom's basement while I'm on the internet. What was it, CPN, like 2 years ago on Father's Day, I was the first ever guest of that you interviewed with Live with CPN, and halfway into the interview, my ex-girlfriend came upstairs to bitch at me because we were out of diapers. Diapergate. And it was one of the funniest fucking things ever. These are flaws coming out of me, you dumb son of a bitch. And I laugh at every single one of them. Diapergate was a hashtag that I used for a fucking year. And you can't handle being muted on a group page for 24 hours. Exactly, Licks. I was grounded. I was hashtag grounded. People like you can't seem to take this kind of heat. You can't take yourself and see the comedy behind the tragedy. This is no different than Chuck Reeves, who basically disappeared from the internet for 3 weeks to a month and a half just because me and CPN created the hashtag hot chicken. Do you not understand this, you dumbass? Take a look at your flaws and find the comedy behind it. Take a look at situations that we in the Jugganati have been doing on the internet and find the hilarity behind the tragedy. Oh, you got muted. Big fucking whoop. You got muted from a group page. Does that mean that you're blocked from the ability to use Facebook at all? The rest of Facebook, just because you got muted from the Jugganati for a day? Does that mean that you're not able to go on Twitter? You're not, well, obviously you're able to go on YouTube to cry about it. CPN has yelled at me, and so the fuck what? I got fucked up on the last episode of Saucy Time, and yeah, Chad, as a prime example, got into a fucking argument with his wife, and his shit got knocked over, and the last thing you heard him say was, "These are my friends!" to his wife, and then the feed cut out. It was hilarious as shit. There's a video of fucking who was it, Slayer 17, where he was going off about his back sack at one point on a live stream, and like 4 seconds prior to the stream ending, you hear his mom say, "What the hell are you doing in here?" He cut it out later, and we made fun of him for it, and he just let it slide. Slayer dominated me, you know, because I'm apparently a fucking internet e-beggar, and you know, I that's all I do. You know, I beg people for money on the internet, which I don't. People just give it to me because I'm awesome. You know, and for a quick millisecond, it actually pained me to hear him say some of the shit I said, because he was so loud I couldn't even retaliate to the shit. You know, because I don't scream into a microphone like Slayer 17 does. Apparently that's his way of domination. But I can still see the hilarity behind my own tragedy. You can't.
I'll fight any one of you motherfuckers.
Why? That is a waste of energy and a waste of time. Why does it have to resort to violence? What? Like, this for real is seriously SJW shit right there. I don't agree with what you did on the internet, so I'm gonna fight you. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go to an old troll tactic. Come at me, bro. You need to get on my level, bro. You mad, bro? Why you mad, bro? You're mad, bro.
Talk shit to my face, or you're gonna mute him.
So are you seriously that in depth with retardation that you're going to fight somebody over muting you on the internet in a fucking Facebook group? Are you retarded?
See how it is? That's some fake ass shit.
No, the fake ass shit, and then this was the end of the video, by the way, and the fake ass shit in general is the fact that you're on the internet crying like a little girl over being kicked off of a fucking group page. You got kicked out of a board. Well, what is it? Gentlemen, it's been an honor and a privilege playing with you tonight. Shut the fuck up. I'm glad this video is fucking over. Should have fought the motherfucker who told you that haircut was okay. You know, and so, like, because of the fact that you got muted, you're going to resort to talking shit on the internet. I mean, you know, obviously it's an old saying, but you know, if you know, you say that to the wrong motherfucker, you're going to be the one who gets muted. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the one who to do it. I'm actually a pacifist. I've actually talked my way out of fights more often than getting my ass beat by them. But the fact is that, yeah, you are a dumb son of a bitch when it concerns this type of stuff. All right, we're done with you. You are a dumb son of a bitch. for actually coming up with the fact that, oh, I got kicked, I got muted, so I'm gonna fight you, bro. You don't want to know who it was that muted you? I'll repeat it. I'll let you know again. Acetone was the one who fucking muted you. And I know Acetone got fucking hands. He can whoop some ass. I know this. So I doubt that you'll actually want to fight. Fuck it, I'll fight him. I need the street cred. What the fuck? I drank. Spooky Tuesday, I muted you. Right? How is that? Is that how ninjas down for 28 years roll? I don't know. Maybe when I hit that level, I might get like that level of butt hurt, and I'll start telling motherfuckers I want to fight them, just for the sake of fighting them. See, like, look at this. Hashtag muted. Lick said his message was deleted. See, not like, once again, it's a situation where you kind of just turn it into yourself. I made fun of your video. Everybody in the chat's making fun of you. I wouldn't be surprised if this was inducted into some specific carnival that I don't host and I don't give out awards for. I'm saying that it's a possibility. But I don't do anything with that show. Acetone would beat that 80s drag queen haircut off his head. Been down since 97, only 5 years till I lose all perspective. Right? I'm 4 years away, man. I've been down since 95. And I think he meant to say 28 days. It's a possibility. This guy would kill himself if he was called Waterhead. No shit. We've been calling Shanzi a waterhead for how long? 3 years? 2 years? 4 years? Something like that. We've been calling Shanzi a waterhead for a long fucking time. As a matter of fact, somebody ended up cropping out a picture of his head and placed it on fucking Aquaman. He's that level of waterhead. But honestly, Shanzi, I think at this given point in time, I think this dude puts yours to fucking shame, because he ain't Waterhead. His head is Waterworld. With the way that he kept on brain farting and getting off a track and shit of that nature. Hashtag trolling. We don't talk shit on the internet. Right? No, see, when it concerns the trolls, they don't forgive and they don't forget. But let's face it. Let's bring it down to brass tacks, though, Marcus. If you don't like what's going on in the Jugganati Facebook group page, leave. If you really want to have a little bit of a better perspective of what goes on in the Facebook group page and have a little bit more respect for it, join the fucking Discord and see how fucking long you last in that son of a bitch. The internet is serious business, guys. And so, like, nothing I said was meant to be funny. I was being 100% serious with that motherfucker. It was all serious business. Oh, and let's see. Didn't you used to watch Twisted Clown videos, Crazy? I used to. But only because I was making fun of that son of a bitch. Like, back when he was... Like, I've been watching Twisted Clown, or what is he now, Custom Juggalo? I've been watching videos from him since he was Green ICP, when the only thing that he was doing was sitting on the internet talking shit to fucking, what is it, Grandpa Juggalo, as well as Big Irish Juggalo. Like, that motherfucker had the gall to try to talk shit to Big Reverend, and Reverend schooled him anyways, and so did Grandpa. But the thing about it, though, is, like, that's all that dude did, and then I fucking came in and I helped destroy his ass. To a point where he basically lost his fucking mind and got arrested for dumb shit. CPN has punked him out in real life on multiple occasions. But I sound like serious Darius? Yeah. Juggalos and juggalettes. Darius, like the internet, is serious business. That's the fact of the matter, though. I guess the internet is serious business. This guy from Juggalo New, from the Juggalo News Network, severely fucking, basically he got punked, hardcore, and he wasn't able to fucking take it. Like, come on. Like, if fucking, was it Method Man or Red Man that got hit in the head with a fucking Fago? If they couldn't even bitch out over that, I think you should have absolutely no problem with getting a little clowned on the fucking internet. And that's basically it for the night, other than the fact that I got a really badass haircut. That's the only other news that I have left. So with that being said, thank you to everybody that was watching and participating up in the chat, all the dragon emojis, Spooky Tuesday being the stream boss, as well as the Super Chat King. Throwing out that hot chicken. Which, surprisingly, on my ventures with Grubhub, I did not deliver any hot chicken. So that's unfortunate. The power's white. Oh, hell yeah, dog. Oh, thank you, Mary. Now, with that being said, I'm KreyzMcKormik, and I'm out this motherfucking bitch. I'll see you guys next week. Deuces.